Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming. Sorry for the late start. We had some technical difficulties, but we got it fixed. Welcome to the castle. I am your girl, AWP, and I have got my sister Sherry with me. We are back for another monthly mystery. And today we are doing the mystery of what happened to little Vishal Malhotra. This one really got my heart.
I
So,
know the basic outline of it. Every time I've tried to sit down and study up on it, I've had nonstop interruptions. So it's very much going to be a cold reading for me. So maybe that's a good thing. You've got the info,
yes.
no. So I can just
Um,
go with what I'm pulling.
yes. I just have a little bit. I just have a little bit of info. I didn't go back into the show. I just got a little bit of the
Hi,
info because I
Teresa.
Hey Teresa, how you doing? Thank you for coming, girl. Um, I wanted this to be a cold reading. So
Okay.
I watched the very beginning where the two people just gave the basic facts, and then we could just go from there. Um, what happened was it was in July of 1981, and it happened to be Charles and Diana's wedding day in July 30, was it July 31st, 1981? Um, and Vishal, his siblings, and his father decided to go down to London. They took the tube down to London to watch, then go by in
Hi, Bora Bora.
the. Hey, Bora
You keep
Bora.
talking and I'll say hello.
Oh, that's all right. And they decided to go watch them in their carriage, and because it was a big, huge to do, big, huge thing, and
Hi, Karen.
and it was a happy, huge thing, and they did their thing. They hooped and hollered, and they were like, "Hey!" So they took the tube back home. Then they decided to do some shopping together as a family. They got some ice cream, and the dad decided he was tired, so he walked back home and his left Vishal and his sisters together to walk around and do shopping or whatever together. And keep in mind, this is 1981, so it was safe to do that.
Well, safer than it is nowadays.
Yes, safer than it is now. Um, so Vishal went shopping and went around with his sisters, and then after a while, he decided he wanted to go home and lie down and be with his dad, while the sisters decided to go purse shopping or clothes shopping or whatever it was. So Vishal started walking home, and then back at home, Vishal's dad woke up around 5:30 p.m. and Vishal wasn't home yet. And Vishal had started walking home around 3:30 p.m. and he wasn't home by 5:30. So he knew the dad knew something was wrong. So he rang the police and they started looking, but they couldn't find any evidence. They didn't they couldn't find out who it was. There was no evidence anywhere. Nothing. And then 7 months later in West Sussex, they found little Vishal's remains in West Sussex woods. They were scattered all over. So, but they never ever found out who did it. They never found a suspect. Nothing.
Well, I know from what I read that a couple of years back, there was a new podcast started on the BBC, and he was one of the cases that they brought up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what brought it back into current talking. And they're now investigating new data that they've got. So I don't know what kind of new data they have, but
me neither, because they didn't
specify in the article.
No, and they didn't either in the show.
I know the father is talking about filing a lawsuit against the Sussex Police Department because he said that because his son was brown and not white, that they didn't put a real high priority on trying to find him the first 24 to 48 hours. And those are the most vital hours, especially with children abductions.
Right. Oh, thank you, Bora Bora. Yes, we are great communicators.
We try.
Yes. We try our best. And it was so sad because he was only 8 years old. He was just a baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was just a little baby. And the thing is, they found out there was a pathway. They're thinking in the show I did watch, they're thinking the person who did snatch him, who did take him, there was a walkway, a secure walkway that everybody used. That went from the hustle and bustle of the street to a secure little shaded area walkway to closer to where Vishal lived. And Vishal would always walk down that walkway to get home. And he did it many times with not a problem. And they're thinking that's where the person got him.
Mm-hmm.
That one time.
I figure it was either a snatch and grab or it was someone that the child recognized, someone that he saw on a regular basis, who knew that he traveled that path alone. Therefore, he knew to just wait for him and he would show up. Could have been somebody that had befriended the child, somebody that offered to walk with him partway to keep him safe, offered him candy or soda, or, I mean, there's any number of things that will draw an 8-year-old away from what mom and dad have taught about stranger danger. Of course, stranger danger didn't exactly exist back then.
No.
Nope. It's in its infancy of being referred to that way. I know my son was born in 84, and we had to really watch him because he would make friends with anybody that came along. He had no filter for stranger danger at all. He would make friends with everyone. It was like, okay, yeah, no, this ain't cool. We need to figure this one out. So, even if a child is taught stranger danger, they're a child. They don't think the same way an adult does. Their brain does not process information the same way that an adult does. Therefore, what with most adults might have put the alarm bells ringing, danger, Will Robinson, he very well may not have gotten any tingles whatsoever that there was something off about this person, Now, if it was a snatch and grab, then you run the risk of someone seeing you do that and reporting, oh, well, yeah, I saw some man grabbing a kid off the street 2 days ago, and he was driving this kind of car, and that kind of thing.
Mm.
So let me pull some cards.
Oh, I just heard him say, I thought he was cool. I thought he was nice.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, see, that's what I was. That's what I've been picking up the little bit that I did get to read. Was the feeling I got was this boy knew this person. This person had presented themselves as a safe zone. Yeah, I'm right here. Somebody bothers you, you let me know, and I'll take care of it. I mean, anything along those lines, and a kid's going to be completely oblivious to the fact that the person offering them help may indeed be the person that they need help from.
Yeah. Some adults don't get that too. Some adults get blindsided.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's not just a kid thing. So, it's just okay.
Okay. Started out with the Three of Cups. So this kid's celebrating. They're watching all the goings on, the big wedding, all the people there. And he very well might have been perhaps a little frightened as he went down his sidewalk if there were strangers around he didn't know. And the day that Charles and Diana got married, there were people from all over the world there to witness that event, I remember seeing it on TV. And this boy very well could have, taken his shortcut because he knew his buddy lived down that street. And, let me go find him. He'll keep me safe because I got some scary people following me, type of thing.
Yeah.
Followed by the Eight of Wands. This person, whoever it was, I think had an instant opportunity to do something that maybe he'd been planning at some point in the future. And maybe it wasn't something he planned at all. Maybe it was just a spur of the moment urge that hit. The kid was there, boom, and he did it. Hi, Kathy.
Right.
Because I ended with the devil.
Oh.
So his future was the devil.
Yeah.
What I'm picking up is that this boy thought this person presented safety. If I get to John Doe, I'm going to be okay. He's going to protect me from these scary people that are following me around. He was an 8-year-old walking around downtown London during the middle of the damn biggest wedding of the century. And there were people, like I said, from all over the world. So,
yeah.
I mean, there could have been anybody that maybe didn't even notice the kid. They were just in the area and the kid just freaked and thinks, I got to go find John Doe, my buddy, because he's going to keep me safe. That's my friend. Okay.
Yeah.
What he actually found was the devil because John Doe wasn't safe.
No.
He presented as safe. He took time to develop a relationship with this boy to make him feel safe when he was around. But he was not, he was the actual danger. He
was a
was
wolf.
the devil.
He was a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Mhm.
And
That's what I'm picking up. That this was somebody the kid knew.
yeah. Oh,
Because
honey.
when you look at this card, the devil is not just the devil trying to tempt you, it's the devil with people in a cage.
I'm going to make us bigger. So hold on. Be prepared.
Okay.
Okay.
So this isn't just this person presenting as the devil, it's this person has these two folks in a cage.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows how long he might have kept that child with him before things went awry and the boy was killed or died or whatever the situation was. Because I'm not getting clearly if it was a purposeful death or if it was an accidental death.
No, I can't either. That's hazy
I'm
for me.
almost feeling like it was accidental. And the reason why the body parts were found over a wide range.
Animals.
Well, or the John Doe decided, well, if I spread it out, animals will get to it. Nobody will ever find just a body. There'll be a body part. They won't know who it goes to. That comes from people not realizing that you can match body parts to who it belongs to.
Yeah.
This card is like freaking me out when you look at it.
Yeah, it's
because
freaky.
The face, I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah, that's
The face
freaky
on this
deaky.
card looks like a mask.
Yeah.
Like there's a real person underneath. And this is the mask that you're seeing that's been revealed. And then you've
freaky
got
deaky.
two in the cage.
Oh, baby. We're doing our best, babe. Hang on. First card I got was the four of swords. Okay, the first card you got was a sword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one I got was four swords. This poor boy was scared. I don't know if he was scared because he was scared of all the people around him, or he was scared of eventually was scared of what that person was doing. But that Vishal, that little boy was scared. And I can feel his fear. It's unbelievable. He just wanted to get home to his dad. He just wanted to be with his dad. That's all I keep hearing him say. I just wanted to be with my dad. I just wanted to be with my dad. And I'm like, oh, honey. But the next card I got was the rest of these were just um, mixed mix and match, and I was like, okay, what are you trying to say here? But the next one I got was justice. So little Vishal wants justice done for his family because his dad is trying to have justice done for his son, and Vishal knows it. Vishal can see the pain that his family's in, and that he doesn't like that his family is in pain. He himself, um, he's half in and half out. He left, but he comes in and out occasionally. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
He comes in and out occasionally to check up on his family, and he doesn't like the fact that his family is still hurting,
Yeah.
and it hurts him. So this card is both his family wants justice and Vishal wants his family to find justice.
Yeah.
So are you crying?
No, my eyes are acting up.
Watering. Uh,
Yeah.
um and this card I think represents Vishal's father right now. I feel like Vishal's father is kind of being a hermit because he's keeping away from, yes, he's trying to find justice for his son, but in a way he's trying to keep away from all the crap, but he's trying to find justice at the same time. He's trying to find, he's soul searching, and he's trying to find spiritual enlightenment, and a reason for all this, the reason for why his son was taken, and and he's trying to reflect on this, and he's trying to find, trying to find a good reason for why this all happened so he can help other families.
Yeah.
He's grieving, but he wants to help others. Um, oof, oof, I just got a chill. Vishal's like, yes, yes, you hit the nail on the head. Thank you. Um, um, yes, his father is grieving, but he wants to help others as well because he doesn't want other families to lose their children. Um,
And I think a lot
and
of what his dad wants is to know, to be assured that law enforcement will be better prepared to put in the same amount of diligence of looking for a child who's brown as they would looking for a child who's white.
white, brown, or or
But
or yep, brown or
brown
yellow,
or black or
olive or black
yellow
or
or red or whatever other color you want to attribute to foreign
the rainbow.
races.
Yeah,
Um, I think his
there.
father's main goal at this point is, of course, a uppermost in his mind. He wants to know who did it and why. And
Yeah,
that's something we may not ever know, because when I probe, I'm being told no. So,
even the show that I watched had no idea who,
yeah.
had no idea.
And it could have been anybody from just an older kid to some single guy living on his own for the first time to some street person that lives on the streets to it, I mean, the list is endless of who it could have been that did this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I
Hey,
pulled the
Derek.
Seven of Fire, which is talking about defending your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground. This is the father.
Yeah.
This is the father who is still grieving on a level that most of us will ever understand, unless you're a parent. Um, and then I think you kind of get it.
Yeah.
And even then, it's going to be different for every parent and every child. And then, of course, the
Technically,
Night of Fire is what happened, a sudden event, just an opportunity to jump up and go, now's my chance, do it. Little voice inside of him was saying, now's your chance, go for
yeah.
it.
Hey, Harley.
Hey, Harley. Hey, Derek.
Thank you
Um,
for coming. Thank you. Thank you. More than welcome to
which
ask
leaves us
questions if
with
you
the
want to
page
ask
of
us
air.
questions.
Yeah, which leaves us ending up with the page of air, which is messages being brought, and it says challenging information. So that's them trying to weed through misinformation, eliminated uh, information, because a lot of people fall back on, well, I didn't say anything, so I didn't lie. Well, you lied by omission
Exactly.
because you didn't speak
Hmm.
up and say what you knew. There's a big difference between the two.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Yeah, I keep asking if we will ever get any clues as to who and my guides are not giving me anything.
on who the perpetrator was. Okay.
Um, because they're saying maybe in the future, but they're not
Yeah, they're just
giving
telling me
me,
no, it's not time.
yeah, maybe in the future, but not right now.
Yeah.
Um, if when it is time, I believe the sisters will be there to find out. Unfortunately, I don't think the father will be alive to see it, but the siblings will. That's the feeling I'm getting.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, if the father was, say, in his early 30s when it happened, that was 40 plus years ago.
yeah.
So that means he's way up into his 70s, maybe even possibly 80s. The fact that he has any desire to continue to look for his child and what happened says a lot about the man's resilience.
Oh, I think he'll keep going until the day he passes. I
Yeah.
think. But yeah, Derek asked me how my day was. It was busy. It was event filled. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Yeah, I've been
Uh,
running errands all day because I had to go to the grocery store and stuff and then doing laundry. I got my last load in the dryer that just beeped, waiting for me to come get it.
yeah.
And
So what's
I
that?
don't mind the
Ding
washing and
dong.
drying. I just hate the damn folding and putting away.
Oh, that's the part I don't mind
Oh, that's the
because
part I
that's
hate.
because for me the washing and drying
Yeah,
I have to go up and
dry.
downstairs and that's hard for me. So
Yeah.
the folding and drying is kind of therapeutic. um yeah, but let me think. Okay, Vishal is saying he will be found out. Vishal just told me they will find him, but just Not right now.
Yep.
It'll probably be seven. Yeah. Why did I say seven? I meant to say several, and seven popped out.
Mm.
Why did I say
Well,
seven?
maybe that means we'll know for sure information 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, hell, even 7 years at this point.
Maybe.
It's been a long time, so I mean, anything could happen.
Maybe. I'm looking at him, and he's standing in a big ball of light, and he's got his, oops, sorry, I hit my phone. He's got his arms open like
Hi,
he's
baby.
got a
Have a
big,
good evening.
hi Lewis, bye Lewis.
Bye, he said.
He's
My
got
hair
his
looks
arms.
like, oh, look at this shit. I'm sorry,
Oh,
y'all. I'm like, I
your
washed
hair's
it
fine.
today and I haven't done anything to it. And
Your
I look at
hair's
myself
fine,
on
girl.
camera and I think, that was horrible. What little bit of vanity I have left.
Here, there we go. There we go. Is there any info? White shirt, shorts, tall, lean, male? They don't know anything. They know nothing.
No,
Nothing. Nothing.
Harley, if you're getting that could, I mean, they may know that and just haven't released it. But just in the information that they have released, they have no clue who did this. They found the boy, what was it, like 8 months later or 7 months later?
7 months later in
In
West
pieces.
Sussex. Yeah. He lived in London, and they found him 7 months later in West Sussex,
Mm-hmm.
which is quite a bit away. So, yeah, and they never found anyone. No one. I don't even think they really interviewed anybody of interest ever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this kind of parallels with the last story we did, where they didn't really
They went with preconceived notions based on biases, which is why the father is now seriously thinking about suing the Sussex Police Department, because he's like, had my child been white,
Oh, did you?
there's a good
Okay,
chance he would have found him before he ever. Cool, Harley.
awesome.
Yeah, it was
Hey, Keenan.
mid-afternoon. He was walking home, taking
Yeah.
a back path that he normally took. So he wasn't in scary territory. He wasn't in unfamiliar territory.
Nope. He was
Which
close to
makes
home.
me which makes me feel like what I keep getting impressed on me is that the person who took him, who killed him,
Or unalived him. We gotta watch what we say.
thank you, yeah, who unalived him, who dismembered him, let's put it that way. I just really, really strongly get the feeling that this boy was not afraid of him. He thought he was safe. He thought this was his friend. So whether if it was an adult or just an older kid, like a teenager, I mean, I just saw an article a couple of days ago of a 9-year-old boy. What country was it in? Who has been charged, arrested, and tried, and he's like going back into prison, back into the courtroom for something. And when they took this child out of the prison to bring him to the courtroom, you remember how they did Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah,
With a full mask and the thing around the neck and the whole. That was this boy. That's how they had him. And they had him cuffed with long rope leads, like so they wouldn't have to get close to him.
yeah. But yeah, the thing was
So,
his dad went home first because he was tired.
yeah,
He went back home to take a nap.
yeah,
He went around London with his siblings, his sisters. He decided he was tired too, so he wanted to go home and be with his dad. So
yeah,
he walked home while his sisters continued shopping around London. So he walked home, and this was around 3:30, and then when his dad woke up around 5:30, he still wasn't home.
yeah, yeah. Really, really icky vibes with this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we came up with too. Yeah, this person knew his routine, knew where he went, knew which path he took to get home.
Yeah, it was the same path. He took the same path home all the time. It was like this path probably behind the buildings or something that locals used, to shortcut it and not have to deal with all the people on the street.
Yeah,
So he
they're
wasn't
common.
out on the main road. It wasn't like there were people all around to see him. He
No.
took those little back alleyways that he was used to taking. His whole family probably took that path when they went to and from town, just simply
Hmm.
to avoid all the hassle of all the people on the main street. People do that down here all the freaking time. Think nothing
Yeah.
about cutting through a chunk of woods that you have no clue what's in there because you don't want to walk around. We'll just cut through the
Yeah.
wood, you know.
And they showed
Um,
the area, the path he took. They showed it on the show. It's not like it was covered. It was completely open.
yeah,
It it was you could see from front to back. I mean, it was a nice size, and it was shaded by trees.
yeah,
So it's not like anybody could hide.
right. No,
So
I don't feel like this person was hiding. I feel like this person was sitting out in the open waiting for him because he knew he'd come this way. He very well may have seen the father go by earlier. He may very well have even spoke to the father. Where's the kids?
mhm.
Oh, they're still in town hanging out for the festivities. They'll be along shortly. Um, which
um
is a scary thought because it's like, I mean, even in the early 80s when my child was born, to have let him just take off and walk home by himself at the age of 8 was, it's like all my alarm bells go off of that. It's like, what kind of parent lets their child just go hang out downtown? No big deal. Granted, it was
Mhm.
safer in 81 than it is now, but not by much. And in some aspects, it was more dangerous back then because there were things that people weren't aware of per se when it came to the criminal mindset, I guess you could say, or an abnormal mindset. There were a lot of conditions and stuff that we can now medicate today to help people stay on an even keel that back in the 80s, maybe they didn't have that cure yet. Maybe they didn't have the ability to do that yet. So I'm being drawn for another deck of cards. Hang on.
That's right. Um the area that he was in was shaded by trees. All up above him was nothing but trees. So so it kind of looked like it was just a big, nice shaded area to walk through as you're getting closer to the council estate where they lived. So it kind of had that park feel, even though it wasn't a park. So, um, yeah, um, yeah, in London back then, and sometimes now, parents would let their children just go.
There are
Um,
people that do that today,
yeah, and when I was
especially
a
people
kid,
that grow up in big cities. That kids learn the cities like the back of their hand, just like country kids learn the country. You know,
yeah,
the
where
countryside. They
yeah,
can get from one end of town to the other and never step foot on the road because they know all the back cow paths. Kids that grew
yeah,
up in
and
the city,
when I was
they
8, I
grew
was
up
allowed
learning
to
all the
go.
people cow paths, in the concrete,
Mhm.
which way is the best to go.
So, but I lived in a small town, so a very small town, so I was allowed to just go.
Well, I've always lived in a city, which is generally larger than a town. Um,
Hey, Ellen.
but even the couple of times that we lived in a town, which is a lot smaller than a city, there were still areas that you had to be aware of your surroundings
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
anything could happen.
Yep. Oh, yeah. There were certain areas when I was a kid I knew not to go by.
Oh shit! Uh,
Yeah, I knew even as a little kid in single digits, I knew not to go to certain places. Um, and besides, I got bad vibes when I went by him, so I was like, "Oh, I don't think so."
yeah,
Um,
I mean, I can think of things that we went and did. I mean, because like with me, I grew up in East Texas, Southeast Texas, and
mhm,
and it was a city. It was a fairly large city, and there was just, I mean, you got to know your neighborhoods fairly well, especially back then, because you got put out in the morning after breakfast, and you didn't go back home till the street lamps came on. That's just the way it was, and not to belittle the parenting. I mean, where's this? We're talking about the '60s now. Um, was a lot different.
mhm. Yeah. The way my mom parented my sister and my brother was a lot different from the way she parented me because they grew up a lot in the 60s, while I grew up a lot in the 70s.
Well, the '70s were my high school years, pre high school and high school years, because I was born in '61. So, okay.
Mm. And what's oh, and I saw you say Harley. Yeah, he did know this person. He felt safe with a person. Yeah, he knew he saw this person more than once. That's what we got. Um, he would more than likely be like, well, if somebody's giving you a hard time, just come to me and I'll take care of it, kind of a deal. And he would do that. So little did little Risha know that he was the bad wolf person, not a good person. So um so yeah, Vishal thought he was a cool, awesome person who
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
hurt
mean, I
him.
can
And
remember as a kid, there was always those older kids or young adults that you would make friends with, and it was so cool because they were grown up and they would be friends with you. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, I can remember that kind of thing well. Um, okay, King of Swords. This is someone very logical, very calculating. Six of Pentacles.
Ooh.
Yeah. Again, this feels like something. It wasn't a spur of the. It may have been a spur of the moment when the abduction happened. I don't think it was spur of the moment in the planning. I think
No.
this was someone who had befriended this boy, was always there when he knew the boy would come walking by. So it was a normal thing for this kid to see this person, whether if it was a teenager or a full on adult. This boy felt safe around them because they worked very hard at presenting that image to him so that he would see them as safety. When he saw these people, he was, oh, I can go talk to him, or oh, I can run over there and he's going to protect me from the scary people following me, that kind of thing.
Hey, Rose. Hey, spirits. Welcome to the
Hi,
show.
Rose. Hi, spirits. Yeah, I mean, we used to go hang out. Now, I don't know about other parts of the country, but in Southeast Texas, you have your ditches and stuff in the yard, for water runoff, sewage, and all that. But the water would all go to these like big culverts, okay, big concrete rivers that ran throughout the city for this water and sewage and whatnot. And there would be sections where part of it would go underground under the roadways and stuff. And so it would be like these two big tunnel like things you could go into. Now,
But
we would go and play there. How we didn't get some damn freaking disease is beyond me. But we would go play there when we were kids. And there were some of them, they would go into the tunnels, see how far they before they got scared and came back out. They could never get me anywhere near the door. I would get close to the doorway. And even as a child, and I didn't understand it, the feeling that I would get off of them was just danger. Run.
yeah.
You know, I would not go. I would sit out and wait. It's like, if you're not back in, you know, 15 minutes, I'm calling your mom, come and get you. Uh,
hmm But
the
I
one
told
time
her,
when being claustrophobic really paid off for me.
yeah. But Harley
Um,
said that the guy she's seeing is dressed like a Inspector Gadget dude. But
yeah,
I think what you're seeing is like a representation of the guy who took him because he's being sneaky. He's
I think
being
if another adult had been around or been aware, they would have gotten danger vibes off of this person. But an
yeah,
8-year-old kid just sees an adult who looks cool. He dresses
yeah.
cool. He walks cool. He talks cool. And look, he's made friends with me. How cool is that? He thinks what I think is important. You know, he lets
Yeah.
me talk without telling me to shut up, like probably happens at home between his sisters and his parents.
Yeah. Maybe
And
he wears like a hat. Maybe he does. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, keep going. I'm just as things are flying into my brain, I'm just
Oh,
talking.
yeah, you're just, yeah, spitballing. But I'm thinking maybe the person wore like a fedora, or maybe he wore
Hell, it could have been
the
damn baseball cap for all we know. I mean, just but that
yeah,
would be
and
more America than it would be in England.
yeah,
It's
England
very
is more
possible
the
he wore a
fedoras
bowler.
and the
The round top hats with the lip around it. They're called bowlers.
bowler
Um,
hats.
yeah, a
That was more
bowler.
60s and 70s. Yeah.
They still wear them today. They're still very popular.
Okay,
Um,
they must have come back.
everything
Yeah,
goes back around.
yeah,
Fedora. It could have been a fedora. It could have been what used to be called a newsman's cap. It's like a cloth cap almost with a hard bill. It's not quite like a
yeah.
baseball cap, but it's
I've
not.
I've got one of those actually. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has one somewhere in a closet. Um, maybe he was wearing something like that.
I love
I
those.
have
They're
to
cool.
make sense in that he would feel hidden with a hat on. Like he would feel
Oh, I
he
didn't see
would
the
feel
represented
like
Harley.
they
Sorry.
can't see me. They can't read my thoughts, what my intentions are if I've got this hat on.
Yeah, Harley just thought, or not Harley. I'm thinking Vishal, and I thought because Harley said it. So I was thinking Vishal and said Harley because Harley said it. So I was gonna say Vishal probably saw the hat, whatever hat it was, and thought it was cool. And I was like, I like him.
Yeah, I like what Harley said. The man represented money, professionalism.
Yeah.
And not that he was, but again, it's that facade, that putting on that fake
Putting
front,
on airs. Yeah.
dressing a
Mhm.
certain way, talking a certain way, acting a certain way. This boy's going to look at him and say, this guy's cool. He's a banker, he's a lawyer, he's whatever the guy
He's a
told him.
rock star. He's a this. He's a that.
But yeah, he's a rock star for better words. He's got money and look how nice he dresses, and he thinks I'm cool. You hear what I'm saying? It's like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who in the chat is picking up what Sherry is putting down? Yeah.
well, my last card I pulled that last round was the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, my guides just said look at the bottom of my deck, so I'm looking at the bottom of my deck.
I should
Oh,
know to just get this deck out from the get-go. Whenever we do stuff like this.
hey, I've got a black one. I've got a black one, spirits. So I think we could start a band.
This is Tarot Familiars.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Got it for Halloween. I don't have a guidebook with it, so some of the artwork and symbolism in here is it's not quite the same. So
Yeah.
I'm not real sure what some of it, I just have to go with the standard meaning because I don't know if that's what they meant or if they meant something different. But I find that when we work on this kind of stuff, this is the deck I need to pull out. This is the deck that tends to give me clearer answers.
Yeah. Yeah, spirit. Yeah, the hat did disguise him. It did hide him, and it helped, a 8-year-old boy go, oh, he is cool. I
Yeah.
like him.
Now,
8-year-olds
like
are
I said,
easy
this man
to,
presented as safety. He presented as it's cool to know me. You know, when you're
Oh,
dealing with when
that's
you're
all right,
dealing with
Harley. No need
a
to
legend.
apologize, sweetheart.
No, yeah, don't ever apologize for what the hits you get. I mean, we may not. You can put 10 people in a room and blindfold them, and have all
Mm-hmm.
of them reach out and touch an elephant, and they're all going to describe exactly what they feel, but they're not going to describe the same thing because they're all touching a different part of the same item. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how spirit works with us a lot of times. Amy will get a hit on A, and I'll get a hit on X. And we're both like, well, that doesn't make any damn sense. But when you start putting the pieces together, the rest of the alphabet fills in. And suddenly you start
Exactly.
seeing the whole picture. So what
Exactly.
we may not be picking up simply because we're touching a different part of the elephant could be what you're picking up because you're in another section altogether. Okay. So don't ever
Another section
apologize
of that
for what you
elephant.
get. Yeah.
Yeah. So please, please, please don't be embarrassed. Please don't feel like you have to apologize.
Yep.
My tongue is all red. Ah.
Um,
I've been drinking
yeah.
cherry
You're
flavored.
getting you're getting you're very clairvoyant, darling. You're
Mm-hmm.
getting visions. So you're seeing what was around. It's almost, or it may actually be, because I've never been able to do it, so I can't really describe it. Um, Remote viewing, because you can go in and remote view something that happened in the past, as well as something that's happening right now. Um, Happening in the future, that's kind of iffy because we all have free will.
Right. I'm
So,
sometimes I can do it, but
Amy
remote
may
viewing
see
sometimes,
me
but
getting hit by a truck tomorrow when I step out the door.
oh, what?
But
Oh,
if I make a decision the next morning, oh, I'm not going to go out that door, I'm going to go out the other door, that vision is not complete. Not that her vision was right or wrong, but I have free will into what my actions are, and it didn't match a possibility of what may happen. You know,
hmm.
yeah. I mean, remote viewing. I have not been able to do that yet. Um, don't know if I want to be honest. I'm thinking on it. Um,
I can sometimes do
I
that. It
hear them.
depends.
I don't see them. I hear them. Um, they will talk to me. And I have channeled a few times. Again, it takes a lot of energy.
Hmm.
Um,
That's why I'm kind
and
of
then in the
getting kind
past
of,
few months, I've started getting visions. Just, just a vision of like I saw a full-on vision of William being coronated into the summer. Now I
you
don't know if
too.
that means King Charles is going to pass or if that means King Charles is going to step down.
You saw
And
that
I may
too?
not even have been the right summer. Maybe it's next summer. I don't know. But I had a vision a couple of months ago when everybody was in all the hoopla about where's Kate, what have they done to Catherine? It's like, woman's homesick. Leave
Whatever.
her the hell alone.
You guys know where she's at. Stop it.
People were running around and talking about, oh, well, William's having an affair. And, da, 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 da. And I'm like, no, that's not what I see. That's not the feeling, the vibes I get off of them when they're together. Um, Even when
No,
they're apart, that's not the vibes I get.
no.
But I was in the process of doing a reading for someone that I was recording when I got a vision. Boom, man. I mean, it came in full technicolor, sound, smell, the whole bit. And it was William getting coronated. And I was like, holy shit. It's too soon for that. Charles
That
hadn't even
happened to
been
me too,
here
Sherry.
yet, you know. Now,
God
there's
forbid.
free
I don't.
will. There's free
I don't.
will. So any of that could change at any given moment. That's what I saw. Does it mean it's going to happen? I don't know. I honestly don't know. because there's free will. King Charles may start feeling better. The treatments he's taken
Mhm.
may start working. Maybe they work on him, whereas they haven't on other patients. And he's able to hang in there for a few more years. Hooray, whatever. I don't
Yes,
really
yeah.
care. It's not my king. It's not my country. So I come at it from a completely different point of view. I'm not personally involved in it. It doesn't affect my livelihood. I find the royals interesting because of the fact that this is the oldest succession of royalty, I think, in the world ever. There has been someone within that line of the family that has been king and or queen for eons. I mean, hundreds of years. That's a long
Hundreds and
damn time.
hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it because I'm planning to eventually move there.
Well, I know you're
So,
going to be moving there soon. And I know, and I've heard readers from England who, on both sides of the spectrum, of the bad and the good. And it's like, okay, y'all need to like take a chill
chill.
pill. Same thing I hear on this end, on this side of the pond. You hear people talking about, oh, well, this and oh, well, that. It's like, okay, well, yeah, but you don't really know, do you? Okay, you're psychic. You're going to pick up a hit. You're going to pick up whatever part of the elephant you're touching. That's what you're going to pick up.
Yep, yep.
And it's very easy. It's very easy to misconstrue the piece that you're touching because maybe
Yeah.
you've never touched an elephant before. Therefore, you don't know what it feels like. You don't know what to expect when you feel the sensation of that part of the elephant. I've never touched an elephant, had you? I would have no idea what an elephant felt like, but I bet its rear end feels a lot different than the trunk. I'm just saying,
Or its leg
or its
or
ears, or its stomach, or its back, or its foot, yeah. So as readers, that's where really good readers will put it to you of, the energy feels like yada, yada, yada. But that could change tomorrow because we have free will. And those involved in that situation can change their mind at the drop of a dime and go about in the other direction.
but I can't tell you how many times my intuition and my gift has saved my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was an 8-year-old kid, Harley, and he trusted. He knew this person. He trusted him. This person had spent time building a relationship with this child. Now, whether if it was just because the person liked kids,
Oh, you're
and
welcome,
just,
Harley.
no horror to it. And maybe he was a mentally challenged person, shall we say, who enjoys hurting children, doing things to children. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, let's please.
What's commonly referred to as a pedo. Fill out the rest of the sentence, the word.
Yes,
But I don't want to
please.
say it online because,
Get me in trouble.
For that. Yeah. But
It's yeah. Hang on, he's talking to me. Hang on.
that happens too. You have dreams or you have visions and you sit by and you watch everything you already saw happen.
Yeah, been there, done that. Oh, Vishal's over there saying thank you. I'm like, oh, you're welcome, baby. We did all we could, honey, until we've got more info.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll revisit this case when
yeah,
there's more
maybe
info.
some new evidence
We'll
will come to light. I
revisit
know
it.
that they're
You know?
looking back into it again, especially with the father filing a lawsuit against the police department for not vigorously investigating it in the beginning, allegedly. Um, I can't say yes or no he's right on that because I've not heard from any of the policemen who were involved. So I don't know what was going on. You know,
Well,
maybe it was one of those deals where it was just strictly there was just no leads.
yeah,
That
but
happens, you know.
more than likely, most of the policemen involved in it are more than likely no longer here.
Had to.
Um,
But
so that's the problem with doing cold cases.
yeah, a lot of times that the person that you would most want to ask for an answer is no longer around.
Oh,
Uh,
hey, greeter, hugs,
Hi, Teresa. Hugs to you.
hugs.
Um,
Um, like I said before, he comes in and goes out and comes in and goes out. Um, he has crossed, but he comes back to keep an eye on things and an eye on people, uh, an
I'm
eye on his
always watching
family.
over his father.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I'm getting.
his
He comes back to
siblings.
be with his dad.
Yeah, his dad had the worst part of it because he's like, well,
Yeah,
what if I? His dad was like, what if I had
being the
just
one
stayed
left
with them?
behind is always hard.
Yeah,
That's the hardest part. And when
his
it
dad.
stems from something happening from a decision that you made because you just didn't think it through, that's even worse.
Yeah, he's like, well, I wish I had just stayed with them. I should have
Yeah.
just stayed with them.
I brought him home with me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
and
but does that mean that it never would have happened? Probably not, because the person involved would have just waited for another opportunity. An opportunity that basically presented itself to him every day.
yeah, if he would have taken him home, he possibly just delayed it or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not saying it would have happened. I'm just saying, you know
You
what I'm
just
saying. But
you just don't know. Uh, that's what makes it hard.
yeah,
Is you don't you
I
just
mean,
don't know.
oh hey Sherry, welcome, welcome. Um,
Well,
I
the King of
am.
Wands jumped out.
Oh, oh. Oh, because I never had any children on this earth, but I have children up in heaven. Um,
Second time
I
today.
huh? Oh,
Second time today
yeah.
that I've drawn this card
Wow.
with the King. The last one was the King of Swords. This one is the King of Wands. Both times they had the devil with it.
Ugh.
So that's telling me that this person presented themselves as an authority figure.
Hmm.
That this child saw as an authority figure, and he was safe.
Or presenting themselves as such.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. This child saw this person as an authority figure, and he saw him as safe. And
Mhm.
both times this card has followed it.
But my guides told me to look at the bottom of the deck, and I got the 8 of Pentacles. So, which
Judgment.
means there will be
Bottom
there,
of the deck. Judgment.
and I got success, uh, confidence, results, rewards. There will be judgment and there will be rewards. They will find out who it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the information's out there. I feel like it's out there and it's really not that hard to find. It's just looking in the right direction.
Yeah. And it's just, and when my guide told me to first told me to look at the bottom of the deck, I didn't know what was at the bottom of the deck, y'all.
Well, you said look at the bottom of the deck, so I did.
Yeah.
And that's what I got.
Yeah, I didn't know it was there, so it was my guides.
I didn't either.
You know. So you gotta do what you're told, people. Gotta do what your guides tell you.
Yeah.
It's yeah, because this is another case that broke my heart.
Yeah.
Just broke my heart.
And we'll try to revisit it. Maybe there'll be more information down the road, that we can come back and look at it with a fresh eye, with fresh info. But we've been at this an hour and 15 minutes, and I have to go finish my laundry. I got to get up at 5 a.m.
Oh, for the
Day.
oh, yeah. But I'm thinking, are you okay? Oh, dropped a card. But I'm thinking next month we're gonna do something easy, Sherry. We're gonna do something easy and
Something
fun.
in America.
Yes. Well, I was thinking about, we have a family, we have a family, we have a family castle in Scotland,
Mm-hmm.
Castle Dunvegan,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure it's haunted.
If it's a castle, yeah.
You
I
wanna
don't know of any castles that aren't haunted.
next month you wanna see who's in there? Because I don't know. You wanna see who's in there?
Yeah, we
Pull
can
some
check
cards and
that
find
out.
out who's in there?
See if anything comes through.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Well, there you go. There's our topic for next month, y'all. We're gonna be pulling cards and talking haunteds.
Here you go.
Yeah, for
Talking
my family.
castles.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking my family castle in Dunvegan, Scotland. So yeah, we're gonna find out who's in there, if there's anybody that fought in there, any of my family ancestors. Yeah, we're gonna be having some fun next week.
There you
So
go.
I'm gonna check that out. Not that this wasn't fun. Not that these aren't fun. But talking about ghosts and spirits, that's fun.
Jesus.
Your hair is fine. Stop
Just
it.
bothers me. I look in the mirror and it's like, oh my God, it looks like straw. I just washed it, is what it is. I washed it this morning, and so it's just, I haven't done anything to it.
Yes, but what is the first Sunday of next week or next month?
The first Sunday of next month.
So y'all can put this on your calendar.
Is May. Yeah, it's already on the calendar. May 5th at 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern.
4:30 Central, 5:30 East. Okay. May 5th
May 5th.
was my cousin's birthday. She would have been 66.
Yeah, because I got a live with Sylvia earlier that day, so
Okay.
it'll be a busy day.
Yeah. Next month, May 5th at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central, y'all. I'll visit your castle, but not looking for any ghosteds. Well, unless there's a Scott like Jamie Fraser from Outlander. Well, I was thinking,
We'll visit her castle. Do you live in England, Harley?
no, well, it's my family castle. So I was thinking,
I know we traced our family back to my great aunt, traced us back to the 1300s, to the Isle of Rum, which is just off the coast of Ireland, Scotland.
mhm.
And they're all Rumseys, which is the family name. But we don't know which side of the island, if we come from the Scotch side or the Irish side.
Ah, we're
But we know
McLeods.
we have both Irish and Scots mixed with Welsh
Yeah.
and English and French and Dutch and Cherokee.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's
But
what
we're
she found
McLeods.
on papers, digging the old fashioned way. I keep saying I'm going to go do a DNA thingy and I'll probably find African in there as well because we also had a branch that were slave owners.
Do 23 and Me. That's what I did. They're
Yeah,
really good.
yeah. I
So
might do that one day.
that's really it. And they're they're really good. Plus they're cheaper. Plus they're really good. Actually,
You know,
I did mine that way. So I'm really looking forward to it next month, May 5th at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30
you got
Central. So yes,
2:30 Mountain, 2:30 Pacific.
yes. All right. Thank you everybody for coming, and
Thanks for hanging
hello
out
to
with
all.
us.
Yes, thank you. And hello to all my new subscribers. I am now up to 426 people.
Awesome. Let me see where I'm at.
Thank
I
you.
have
Thank
no,
you.
I have no
I am
clue. I
very
know I
happy.
went over 2,000, but I
Um,
couldn't tell you what.
I'm gradually getting to 500, so I am very happy. Um, welcome to my new
Shit,
subscribers. Welcome to the fam.
2,083.
Ooh,
I was
hey,
2,003 yesterday morning. I'm at 2,083 now.
cool.
Like,
Hey,
whoa, where the hell have these people been hiding?
I know I popped from
Uh,
406. I've popped from 406 to 426 in like a day.
yeah.
Um,
And tomorrow you may drop 50. You never know. The way the algorithm works, they put people in, take people out, put people in, take people out. It's very irritating.
and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and
Please, please,
leave a
please.
yes to both of us. It helps our algorithm, and don't forget to leave a message. It also helps the algorithm.
Yeah,
And
comment in the comment section after the show.
yes, after
Boost
the
the
show.
algorithm.
And we both have
Oh,
PayPal's
the
to
slumber party. Yes. Okay. Every Saturday night now, I do an 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern show called the Night Owls Slumber Party.
yeah.
And it's for all the night owls who are still awake at midnight or close to midnight, like me, to just hang out for a little while. And last night we did the fun cards. Mostly we did the listen bitch cards, but we did some of the others too. It was just fun. Um,
And
Marina
the
had
best
popped
part
in
is
the
watching
chat
her
and I
go.
was like, "You want to join me?" And she said, "Yeah, sure." So she hopped on too. And I don't know who laughed harder, her or me. We kept
Who
each other
joined
giggling.
you?
And huh?
Who joined you?
Marina,
Ah,
she popped in the chat when I had
cool.
started. And she popped in. I was like, what are you still doing? Wait, it was after the day you had. She says, "Yeah, I'm all wired up." I'm like, "Well, you want to
Yeah.
come on?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." So she hopped in and yeah, we did. But I have a new little slogan thingy that I'm using. You'll have to go look it up online, Amy. the night owls. Canva
Awesome.
AI created it for me, and which is really cool because I couldn't find what I was thinking about.
You
I
mean
went in,
the AI with
Canva has a new AI
StreamYard?
thing. You can go in and you can type in what it is you're looking for, and then it'll create pictures for you to look at to see if that's what you're looking for.
Oh, you mean there's an app?
It's on Canva. If you have the
Ah,
paid service on Canva, yeah.
okay.
So that's what I did last night. I went in and I put in owls, and it just brought up some owls. It was like, yeah, they were cool owls, but not what I was looking for. So then I thought, okay, I put in night
Night
owls.
owls.
Same difference, same owls, just a little different setting. It's like, okay, this is not what I want. And then I started thinking, and I thought, put slumber party with it. So I put night owls slumber party. And I wound up, they generated 4 pictures of owls in
Oh,
pajamas sitting in the bed. And, um, and Harley was the one that said, we should all wear our PJs. I said, yeah, a lot of times I'm in my PJs when I do it. I'm in my moo.
that's
So,
true.
yeah.
And
Um,
one of the best parts is watching her go.
but we have a ball. I mean, we hang out. Sometimes they get to watch me fall asleep live on air. Because I'll be sitting there and I'll go, and I'll go right down and I'll pull my head back up. And everybody's laughing at me in chat, going, tired, Cherry.
Yep, there she goes. Oh,
And
the
I
prairie
know
dog comes back.
Marina and Michelle Marie had popped on with me one night a couple months back. And uh, and I could hear them talking, but I couldn't wake myself back up enough to respond right away. And I could hear Michelle saying, I think she's asleep. We should tell everybody good night now. And as soon as she wakes up, have her in the show. And Marina's like, I think you're right. And I was laughing. I woke, I got up, came back to and opened up. I said, yeah. Okay, I'm tired.
I hope you kept that on. That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I didn't delete it out. I kept that on there. And
Oh my God.
so
I
anybody
was
can
gonna
go
say,
watch it. It's,
and I was going to say too, we both have PayPals if you would like to donate
yes, or
to our
Venmo.
channels.
I also have a Venmo, which you can find on my channel,
We also
my
do
about
paid
page.
readings. We
PayPal,
both also do
Venmo.
readings through
We both do
PayPal.
private readings. If you would like a private reading, just email me with readings, please, in the subject line, and I'll get back with you and discuss charges. And if something is really, 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 really desperate and you don't have money, just email me and we'll work something out.
Mhm.
And so I have a new email just for that I created just for the readings and stuff. Give me a minute, I'll tell you what it is.
And if you'd like to get a hold of me for a reading, my email for readings and things like that is get a piece of paper because this one's going to be like, whoa, it's Warrior Princess Peace, PEACE at gmail.com. You can email me. We can talk prices. We can talk whatever stuff is happening. Yeah, and we all both also both have Amazon wish lists.
Mhm.
If you'd like
Yeah.
to take a gander at that
All the
also.
links to all that stuff is on my about page. All you have to
Me
do is
too.
go to my channel and click on the about page. Everything
Yep,
pops up.
me too.
There's either a link or a QR code, one or the other. That's there. My new email for reading is swampvoices@gmail.com. And that's strictly, I'm using that strictly for like readings and stuff to schedule.
Oh,
Because
that's okay,
otherwise
Holly.
I
Feel free to
lose,
email.
huh?
She said she may email us to share something. I said, "Oh, that's
Okay.
okay."
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Oh, um, oh yes, and next month is going to be a busy month for me. Um, I'm going to be doing a lot of lives. Plus, Sherry has agreed to do a birthday slash channelversary for me at the end of May, beginning of June. We haven't decided.
No, beginning of June is my birthday party.
Oh,
So we'll
okay.
have to do yours earlier.
Okay, at the end of May somewhere,
Yeah.
because my birthday and my channelversary are around the same time. So I've been on YouTube for 3 years now. Can't
Yeah.
believe it. So, yes, and I will be 52, y'all. So,
I'll be 63, so don't complain.
oh, you're young. Stop it. So I'm just
Yeah,
excited that
I'm just surprised I lasted this long. So, I'm still here,
me too. Me too.
at least for
Miracle.
now. So
So now that we caught all the stuff up and we gave you all the info, all right. Thank you so much, Sister Sherry, for coming on. It has
you're
been a
welcome. You make me sound like a
blast.
nun, Sister
Yes,
Sherry.
Sister Sherry. That is my name for you, Sister
I'm going to have
Sherry.
a habit to wear now. So,
Now, because you're my sister. Because you're my sister. That's why I call you Sister Sherry. Um, um, yeah. So thank you for coming on. It's been a blast. Yeah, it just seems like forever when it finally gets here. It's like, oh, it's over. I will see you again next month.
yeah.
And thank you
Oh,
everybody
no,
for coming.
no draining the swamp tomorrow night. We canceled tomorrow night's show. Mel's traveling for the eclipse. Arthur's computer's in the shop, and I'm going to be busy last minute plans for my trip. So
Yeah,
we just decided we'll put it off till the next
next Monday.
time, which will be on the 22nd, I think it is. It's
Yeah,
every
we're
second
sisters
and
from
fourth Monday of the month. So
yeah, we're sisters from another mister. That's what we are.
yeah,
So yes, thank you everybody in the chat who came. Thank you for all your input. Love you all. Thank you everybody who watches on replay. Thank you. Love you guys too. We will see you next month. Love you.
bye
Bye.
everybody. Got it.